Kumba Clan. Welcome back. It feels like forever.
Yay, like it's December, guys.
Hey.
It's December. It's December, and welcome back to our channel. If you're a new subscriber and a new viewer, you do want to know of the one house rule, the Mlangeni house rule, and it is
Simply click subscribe and join the family. Sibe sonke, sibe yimbumba.
yes, guys.
Wow. It's December.
In December, we are within, guys.
Yeah.
And it feels so good to be back, but we don't want this video to be long. So from the title of your video, as you've seen, we are doing a reflection and the lessons we've learned in 2019.
Yeah.
So we're gonna give about like 3, 4, 5, ne?
Yeah, we'll see.
Wow, 3, 4, 5. That's such a range. 4 or 5.
Okay, 4 or 5.
Yes, lessons that we've learned as we are reflecting on 2019.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, guys, let's get into the video. So, my first lesson that I've learned in 2019 is to trust God. It's been such a stretching year. It's been like, and faith has seemed so hard this year, more than this year was a lot. So it's just like trusting God and knowing that, you know what, He is the God that has plans to prosper you, not to hurt you. He's your Father. You will not ask for bread and He will give you a snake. But you know, sometimes like with the noise that's around, because you know, sometimes when you trust in God, especially when you trust in God for something, you know what you trust in God for, you know, and sometimes other people see that thing that you are waiting for, and the noises around don't make it any easier. It does seem like stressing and frustrating, but you know what, the oil needs to be pressed. And I'm just like, God, just drop it down a notch. But you know what, the oil needs to be pressed. So it's been stretching, but God is God, and it's like, it's still a journey. In your faith walk, it's still a journey, trusting God, you know, especially in difficult times.
Yeah, man, definitely. My number one also, it's actually funny because, you know, I had the same thing, but
Yeah.
I put it in a way that I've learned to understand that sometimes holding on to, all you have to do is hold on to God's word, you know, because His promises are yes and amen. You know, there's a lot of promises that He made to us, you know, and I believe that they will manifest, and I've learned that His timing is perfect. That's what I grew to learn in 2019, so that sometimes we want things to happen at a certain time, because that's what we desire then. But then God has other ideas, God has other plans. So I'm learning, especially in my life where I am right now, I'm learning to understand that His timing is perfect.
Yeah. Nice one, Ncegu. All right. Second lesson that I've learned in 2019 is I wanted to say let go, but then when I thought about it, I was like, identify and let go. And this is in terms of like relationships, situations, or anything actually that just doesn't serve you as a person. And especially also like situations where you feel out of character, you're doing things out of character, when you're with a certain person, when you're in a certain situation, where you're in a certain environment. So it's just for you to identify and be aware of those relationships, be aware of those like surroundings, and be like, okay, you know what, I need to remove myself out of this. And also, you know, when we say wanna let go of negative vibes, toxic people, toxic situations, and sometimes you are the toxic person. And that's why I said identify, because sometimes you are the one that's like obangi vurkus in the whole situation, and just understanding that, you know, sometimes it's easier to push the blame, but also like self-introspect and know when you are the person that is toxic, when you are the person that is just bring about havoc, and just, you know, so just to identify situations, relationships, anything that just puts you out of your character, and let go.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good to actually start with yourself, introspect yourself, and check, aren't you the toxic
Am I
person
not?
in the
Yeah.
whole situation?
Mm-hmm.
My second one is relationship with money. You know, my relationship with money has improved so much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a very good space now. When I look at progress, I'm in a very good space in terms of how I spend my money and what I use my money for, and the habit of saving. You know, I'd rather not have money, but at least I know that I've put some money aside. You know, and yeah, I mean, don't just spend.
Have
out
a
of-
budget, guys.
Yes, have a budget. You know, and because they say the higher the risk, the higher the return. What you put in is what you'll get out. So basically, in layman's terms, is the higher the investment, the higher the return.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you put in what you get. If you put more effort in saving, you'll be rewarded for that effort. You know, you'll be rewarded for that which you put in. So I've learned that, and that's something I'm carrying with me through and through till kingdom come.
Amen.
Yeah.
All right, my other lesson when it comes to friendship is people grow, you know, things change, but love remains. And I say this because, you know, I used to view friendship in a very different light. And I understand that as people we are growing up, I mean, I can go like for weeks, 2 weeks, and a long time without speaking to my other friends, but it doesn't mean that I'm not their friend anymore, you know, because as people we are growing up, life is lifing, our hair is haying, our mouth is mouthing, you know, things are busy and people are busy and we are growing up. And for me to understand that, you know, we won't have the same setting, and that's where the change is. We won't have the same setting where maybe we see each other often, or like, because I used to be the clingy friend, I'd start conversation in groups, I'll check up, I'll just want, you know, I just want that face interaction, constant, almost like assurance that are we still friends, are we still good? But like, you know, I'm learning to grow that, you know, friendships change as people grow up, and the like situations change, and it's for me to understand that, you know what, but the love remains. You know, what's important is that, you know, when you need your friends, you know they're going to show up for you. So it's not so much about being being in each other's faces, texting all the time, but just understanding that, you know, people grow up, people are lifing as we are all lifing, but the love remains.
Definitely. I'm just gonna come also right into it with friendships. What I've learned this year is that you can't please everyone.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a person who's very, I find it very hard to disappoint people. I mean, it's a very hard thing to do, but then I've come to understand that you cannot please anyone. You know, you can go out of your way and do things for people, but sometimes they don't just see, therefore they don't just appreciate it. Sometimes they feel entitled to it. So I've learned that you can't be a people pleaser.
Yeah.
You must first put yourself first and please yourself. Do that which makes you happy, and then puts your mind at ease and puts your mind at peace. You know, be at peace with whatever things that you do and whatever decisions that you make.
Yeah, that's a good one. And that also goes like not just with friends, but with anyone, family, like anything. Like you not everyone is like you can't please everyone.
Definitely.
All right. Then when it comes to marriage, I've learned this year that.
Right.
I've learned that love wins. You know. Gotcha. So I've learned that love wins, and you know, I just want to like appreciate my husband. You know, he's like the best person that, you know, God really placed in my life. You know, in terms of like when I say love wins is, you know, so my marriage has been a place, like a safe haven where, you know, I know that I can come. You know, sometimes you want an escape from other things, and sometimes you even want an escape from your own relationship. But, you know, I've learned that, I've come to realize that, you know, I look forward to coming home. I look forward to seeing my husband and talking to him. You know, it's that place, it's that safe place. You know, I'm not, you know, it's not one of the things that I need to worry about. You know, and for me, that's a big thing. You know, imagine now I have to worry about, and then I have to worry about where I go live and the person I'm with.
Hectic,
So
hectic.
love wins, and you've been so supportive, baby.
Oh,
and
thank
you
you.
know, it hasn't been like an easy year, but you know, I know that you are there. We are a team, and it's going to be okay. And you know, I trust that, and so that makes everything better. So love does win, guys. Like,
Wow.
Mary wise, my kids, Mary wise.
Guys, now I feel like crying. My wife, you're so sweet, eh? You're the sweetest. You're a sweetheart. And you're my sweetheart.
Yes.
Thank you, baby, for those words. I mean, those are truly affirming, you know. Really appreciate it. I'll come in also in terms of,
He's taking my
no, I'm
points.
not. I can.
Okay.
You know, I'll come in from that point of view
Yeah.
also in terms of marriage and love. And what I said is that to be a better partner starts with you being a better individual. You know, firstly, I need to be good with myself. I
Yeah.
need to be secure with myself. I need to be secure and know who I am and knows whose I am and know my position in my relationship.
Yeah.
You know, so that I'm not shaken by small things. You know, I'm not rebelled by my ego. You know, yeah. So basically, you need to be sure of who you are and be comfortable in your own skin. You know, to be a better person to the next person, to be a better partner, you know, to be a supportive partner, you need to be a better individual. To everyone also, just be kind. Be kind to everyone out there, you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is a very like good one.
Yeah.
Like it starts with you. Like everything starts with you.
Yeah,
And you know, they always say there's a saying that you cannot pour from an empty cup, because what are you giving me if your cup is empty?
Exactly.
Because when now you feel the strain, you're gonna be more frustrated because you have nothing to you have
give.
nothing to give,
Yeah,
but
so-
you want to give. So it's important to take care of your cup. Your cup must overflow actually
Yeah.
before you can actually
Before-
give someone.
exactly,
So that you
exactly.
don't feel like, they're taking a part of me, they're taking this of me. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, so my last one, I said have impact, life is short. And this
Hey.
comes to purpose,
Punchlines.
you know, like just to have, like this year, I lost someone who was very close to me, and I just realized, you know, that life is short. And we yes, you know, when things happen, when somebody passes away, that's when you really see that we do not know the time, the hour, you know, when we're gonna like go. So rather have like an impactful life, rather strive to live a purposeful life, you know, because as much as she might be gone, she had such an impact on me. And I was happy that, you know, I still have our conversations. I went through our conversations and I saw what she had said, that, you know what, you've had such an impact in my life. And for me, that is so important, that you must remember that wherever you are, whoever you're interacting with, just have that impact, that even when they're not there anymore, they'll know that because this person was in my life, this change, or because this person was in my life, I've learned to look at things differently. So just have an impactful life, you know, and it comes back to me like loving mentorship, because you know, it's important. It's not about you. I was telling my little sister yesterday, she was like, Ish, you know, I'm searching for my purpose, like where can I get it? And I'm like, you know, the first thing, the hint, what I can give as like when you're trying to figure it out, is knowing that purpose is never about you. It's not self-serving. Purpose is not self-serving.
Yeah.
It always has to do with other people, and it's big, because you might think it's this small, and like when you think about the idea and everything, you see that it's actually big. So, you know, just have an impact, because life is short, which means we need to live our life wisely, and we need to like really conduct, have purpose, and just have an impact on people, like a good aroma, like that good impact.
Oh, that's actually powerful. You know, it's
Yeah.
like it sums up the video, guys. You know, it's so powerful.
Yeah,
it's
it's
so
good.
powerful. And it's very hard, because sometimes you ask yourself, what is my purpose? You know, what is it that I'm called for? What is it that, you know, and I always say that there is that one thing that you're passionate about, or
Yeah.
that one thing that moves you, You know, that one thing that just concerns you, and look at that area and you'll find the answers that you're looking for. Yeah, I mean, it's life is too short.
It is very short.
Life is too short. Life is too short to be holding a grudge. Life is too short to be, you know, selfless. Life is too short to be mean.
Selfish.
Yeah, and then
selfless is the way. Yeah.
To be selfish.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, man. So my last one, is it last?
It's your last one.
Oh yes, my last one is love.
What about love?
Love alters not. What is it?
Baby, you know the poem. Come on. You used to say it so much. Now you don't know it off by heart.
What? How does it go?
Can't be.
Love is not love which alters when alteration finds, or bears with the remover to remove. It is a never fixed mark that looks on tempest and is never shaken. It is a star to every wandering bark, whose words unknown, although his height be taken. If this be error and upon proved, and never written, or no man ever loved. That's William Shakespeare. Solish 116.
Love. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Love is.
It conquers all.
Life is like the glue that brings everything together.
Yeah.
Because everything needs to happen from a point of love. If you are serving, serve from a point of love. If you're working, work with love. If you are having a conversation, have a conversation from a point of love.
Yeah.
If you're arguing, argue from a point of love. You know, it doesn't have to just be with your partner, but with every person that you encounter, you know, first love.
And if you're doing everything out of love, you know, even the person that receives, if it's even, you know, in the past Sunday, evangelist Linda Maponyane was speaking about God's love at the threshing floor. You know, at the threshing floor, it's never an easy place. That's where the beating, that's where the separation of what needs to go, of what needs to stay is happening. But even at a point of correction, even at a point of reprimanding, even at any point, if you're doing it out of love, best believe even the next person will know that, you know what, this was tough love, but I know that Uzinhle also did this out of love, you know. So it's very important, rather than, you know, doing it from a place of like, snacks places. But if like you're doing everything out of love, it is felt. It is really genuine. You can feel, you know, that this person is doing this because they love me. You know, because a person wouldn't gossip about you if they really love you. A person wouldn't slander if they really love you. So all of these things, you really do know and feel when anything is done out of love.
Yeah, and you know, also love is also the greatest command.
Yeah.
You know, love your neighbor as you love yourself. So also it comes back to, it starts with you, on how you treat yourself, how you value yourself. It reflects on how you treat other people.
Yeah.
You know, so if you mean to other people, it means that you
need to go check
check yourself. It means that there's things that are not right about you, or that you're not at peace with.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, man, just I learned that love is actually the greatest command this year, you know. And that's what I'm taking with to 2020.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know this was not planned, but what are you looking forward to in 2020?
I thought we were gonna do that video like coding to 2020.
Okay, but reflect. You didn't reflect. How was the year? I know you did.
All right, so those were the lessons, right? So when I
Yes.
look back and I reflect on my year, like generally, and I think generally now that when I think about it, the good outweighs the bad. Because the bad that I can say was a thing or something that I've wanted, and it almost like made me like think of the whole year as like, okay, it hasn't been good, it has been rough. But you know, I've had those downs, those dips, but I've had highs. I started a new job, you know,
Nice.
my marriage is going good, I'm good, I traveled some more, you know, you know, it like there's really highs that happened in my year, you know. So for me, like generally when I look at it, it was not one of the best years that I've had if I'm comparing it to other years, but it hasn't been that bad. And I've been I've been at a place where I'm more at peace, even when there's everything else that is happening around me, because I know myself, I have tendencies, but like I feel like I've been at peace this year.
I have tendencies. Hey.
No, like sometimes I just feel like my mind runs away with me. And you know, this year I've learned to really be cautious of what I put in my mind and how I react, and how I, you know, react to certain things, and how I take things as they are, and so that's why I'm saying like this year I've been more like calm and being able to think before I do, or even when I've done impulsively, be able to reflect and correct.
Oh, nice. So it's actually very good to take a moment.
Yeah.
Take a moment before you react and just breathe and just process, you know, because sometimes we find ourselves that we're quick to react. Sometimes we don't process, you know, and then come up with a reaction.
How was your year?
My year? Shoo, it's a bit and sour, you know, sweet and sour. What bit and sour? My English guys are a bit rusty. I haven't done this in such a long time. It's a bit
sweet and sour.
Yeah, sweet and
Bitter
sour.
sweet.
Bittersweet. Anyway. Yes. Bittersweet.
Yes.
Yeah. Career wise, I think I've been lazy. You know, I haven't been putting much effort, you know, to grow my business. I haven't been putting much effort to grow myself as an individual.
Yeah.
You know, I relied on other people to grow me. You know, I was saying that this year in my workspace, I haven't learned anything new. You know, and it's just something bad, really.
You need to be
growing.
growing.
So I need to be growing. That's why I'm like thinking I need a change.
Yeah.
I need something that's going to be more challenging, and something that's going to grow me also, you know. But then also I need to invest time in my growth, you know, in me being a better accountant, you know, being a multi-talented accountant, you know, and growing the business also. You know, I need to get more clientele. I mean, this year alone, and it's been, I haven't been, like I said, I haven't been putting myself out there. I'm like, hey, come here, hey, I do this, I do that, I do this, I do that. But I've gotten so much from the little that I do for those people, and also they help me get, because I do something good for this person. And
so this is us saying that when you need some accounting services, some tax services, we do it, okay? So just drop us an email there, but we do it. So this is us starting. We're starting now. It starts now.
Too soon.
So this is us.
I'm still gauging on how I'm gonna go about this, but yeah, man, that's what we're about.
Yeah.
So and that's what I've learned. I think the most challenging thing for me. It's consumed
you. That one thing.
Yeah, you know, like work has consumed me so much.
Yeah.
It's just, I've been tested to, you know what. I don't want to talk about my job. Really.
You're already gonna take 10 hours.
I don't want to talk about my job. That's a vlog for another day.
And then another thing about 2019.
Another thing about 2019 that I've learned is that, I mean, I have a great wife. When I'm reflecting and I'm looking back, I have a good supportive partner who's always there for me, support me. They tolerate my.
Sibu needs to be less spicy next year, guys. I will not have
Spice what?
I will not have it.
I'm not spicy. You're the spicy one.
No, you've become so extra spicy.
Well, guys, I'm not spicy. I'm just, you know,
going through things. You said it last time.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I have a very supportive partner. And what also I've learned is that let people go. Don't force relationships.
Guys, thing is, we could have sat here and listed so many things
don't
for
force relationships. Yeah, let people go. That's my reflection. No, it's a grand man. You know, when we meet up, who's it? And if you
don't force.
Yeah, don't force it.
Don't force it. Pumla had a status that if she's learned one thing, it was also you cannot force love and friendship.
Yeah.
Like you can't force anything because it just, you know when it feels forced, so just let go.
Yeah, man. And I met some cool people this year.
Oh yeah.
You know, I met some cool people this year. I mean,
Cool
and thanks to YouTube, I met some great people.
Guys, let's end the video because the English is running away. Hi guys. Oh, we're not used to this anymore. I do not know what's happening.
I think I'm a bit rusty.
Yeah, you're so rusty. So guys, please do
met
share.
some great pips.
Guys,
Good pips.
Guys, please share in the comment section.
Yeah, guys.
Please share in the comment section what you've learned about 2019. It's not all bad. I know, you know, there's some tough lessons, but just please share the tough lessons. But also, like, there is sunshine through the rain.
Oh,
Hey.
wow.
Also, the things that are good that you've learned about 2019. Reflect back, sit down, think about it, share with us, and do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this page, guys. We are still doing YouTube even in 2020.
Yo.
So, guys, let us grow. I don't know what's happening, but guys, we wanted to do this video. We are rusty, we know, but thank you so much for watching us. And we love you, we appreciate you. Please be safe this festive season. I don't know if we're gonna do another video, but if we do, great. If not, see you on the other side.
Guys, we're definitely gonna do another video. We're definitely gonna do another video.
Yes,
this is not the last video for 2019. Yeah, man, like my wife said, we really appreciate each and every one of you guys.
Our Boomba clan, the Boomba clan,
you know,
we love you.
We love you. We love you guys. May God bless you. May cause his face to shine upon you. May lift his counterparts
and
grant you peace, you know, favor, and yeah, man, be blessed. Be blessed. Be blessed.
Bye.
Bye.
But of course, there is more where that came from. Click left to watch more videos, and yes, click right to subscribe.